Hi, I'm Sheldon Clare, President of Canada's National Firearms Association. As you may have heard, there are rumors of a fall election in the air. The National Firearms Association has begun its work as a third party in the pre-writ period to target specific swing ridings so as to defeat Liberals. With our operational efforts and your work on the ground, we can win this election and stop the corrupt Trudeau Liberals from continuing their dangerous, divisive, and destructive woke political agenda. As we are well aware, a significant part of that agenda is to spend nearly $1 billion of your tax money to steal our firearms from us. Our legal efforts and fundraising in support of Parker and KKS Tactical versus Canada to push back on the May 1st, 2020 order in Council is an important part of our fight. Make no mistake, though, this fight must be won at the ballot box. This liberal socialist agenda has nothing whatsoever to do with public safety and everything to do with civil disarmament. The Liberals are getting support from well-funded anti-gun groups with ties to groups in other countries. Our tax dollars are being used to support coordinated international gun control, and it's not okay. The government will be taking a number of steps to force us to comply. They will send directives and offers of compensation for you to voluntarily surrender your property, at least the registered ones that they know about. That's why one should never register one's firearms. Registration has never been about anything but confiscation. The Parliamentary Budget Office is saying this program will cost $750 million. Others have calculated that it will cost at least $5 billion, and perhaps as much as $25 billion when you include all of the necessary infrastructure across the country and consider the role of compound interest. The gun grabbers believe that they will force innocent firearm owners to surrender firearms for compensation. No matter how tempting the 30 pieces of silver may look, I can assure you that it will not be enough, nor will complying in any way stop more gun grabs in the future. The time to say no is now. When it becomes clear that many of us have no intention of surrendering our property, they will up the ante and they will begin threatening people with removing their firearm privileges, and even by making examples of people with criminal prosecution. State organized coercion is a serious matter and should not be taken lightly. They may, as a last resort, even try making examples of people by going to homes to seize guns. That activity will most certainly not go well. People showing up to seize guns from innocent Canadians are nothing less than agents of authoritarianism, and such oppressive behavior by government is not appropriate in a free society and cannot be tolerated. If allowed to progress, such actions by the government will lead to a progression of resistance. Such resistance will both be passive and active and will be a tangible demonstration of a growing loss of respect for law and order. However, we can prevent all of this by getting involved in the next federal election. Staying home and refusing to vote is not an option. Voting for a fringe party as a protest vote would be a huge mistake that will only help Liberals to hold on to power. A consolidated effort will be necessary in order to push back against the gun grabbers, and that means engaging with your local candidates. It means working to get out the vote and by making it clear to candidates why you are there. Any party who seeks to replace the Liberals must see us as a significant political force, and the effectiveness of our effort will be measured in parliamentary seats in the election. If we do not win this election, we are in for dark times indeed. And when a government as corrupt and divisive as the one we currently have wants to take our guns, it's quite clear that we must be vigorous in preventing them from success. Never give up your guns. Keep your powder dry. Join and support Canada's National Firearms Association. Visit us at nfa.ca. I'm Sheldon Clare, President of Canada's National Firearms Association, and I want to thank you for listening.